You've arrived. Does that mean you have the scepter piece?
Damn right it does. Let's give this to her. Turn that in.
Alluring, is it not? It's hard to believe I'm really holding this. Perhaps the winds really are about to change. You aren't the first adventurer to come through here, to speak with my people. Many have dared the chambers and tombs, and each of them wound up the same. But you're different, aren't you? Here, take this. A reward for your hard work. Just know that your task gets more difficult from here. The head of the scepter was buried with Fahir. You will need to brave his tomb to find it.
We can do that. Gotta love it. All right, so this is taking us this way. To the skeletal mage skull on the map. I did want to point out that there has been a battle pass reset. So we basically knew that this was going to happen. But what essentially is happening here is they are testing a reset on the battle pass. So I have a bunch of these purple gems. I could go ahead and try to get a bunch of crafting materials here. But it's a shame that we were quite close on this character to getting the mysterious legendary offhand. I could pay to win this and just get up to that, but I think I want to hit like 35 first, maybe. And just, save as much of that currency as we possibly can. Even though they've been giving us I think it's 300 on, I believe it's 300. Now I'm questioning it. I think it might actually be 500 on our highest level character every time we log into it. So it's nice to have that essentially infinite resource.
Be wary inside that tomb. The old kingdom hid many terrible secrets. Ones that prefer to remain hidden. Secrets buried in the sands, shrouded in darkness. Many an adventurer has attempted to retrieve the scepter. I don't need to explain what happened to them, do I? After all, the scepter is still buried in the sands.
So freaking cool. I love this so much. It's so well done. I want that in every Diablo game. 10 out of 10.
Foul magic lingers within these halls. If the scepter piece is still here, it lies in the deepest recesses of this tomb.
So one thing that we're going to have to keep an eye out for, and this is just kind of like pro tip, I suppose. Oh, hey, we got our, the daily thing reset. So we got gold for that. First kill of the day. Oh, hey, that's kind of nice. So, yeah, we have to keep an eye out for, why is that still showing a notification? Oh, I have to collect it. Right. We have to keep an eye out for getting as much XP as we possibly can. The reason why is because coming up here pretty soon, we're going to reach an area that's going to require us to be level 35. But if we haven't already hit 35, we're going to have to find additional ways of getting XP, right? I actually had run into this issue before on my Crusader. I was trying to kind of push through and see what we had as far as, content has been added to the game. And I was just go, go, go. But as a result, I wasn't level 35 when I hit that spot. So I've kept that as like a mental note, being like, right, gotta keep an eye out for these side activities, because they are honestly going to make a difference in whether or not we have to go farm crap or not. The result, though, is you're not going to know the difference as a viewer. If I get to that point, I'm probably just going to go do some side events or some rifts or something and try to get some extra XP out of that. There's no reason really for me to show a lot of that, because I could go bang that out pretty quick. But if I were to show it, then it kind of, I don't know, it kind of takes away from the fact that we're playing through the story here. We're trying to see everything that entails, and showing off the XP curve not quite being there if you're pushing a little too hard through the story, then it kind of defeats the purpose of showing off the story, if you know what I mean. This old mini boss though is quite fun, but there's really no reason to kill those guys. You can just focus down the main bit there. Then again, if they reward you with XP, then maybe there is a reason. There ain't nothing over there. Although that's a really cool little set piece here. Right, where you've got like the treasure down there. That's cool. I like that. I wish I could get to it. It would be cool if there was like a secret thing to be able to do that. There are some little secret chests here and there as you play through some of these old dungeons, but they're not like anything that's standing out. Like I think I maybe collected that one already. I don't remember. There's a bunch of little side areas in the Tomb of Fahir, and I'm trying to recall where all of the little chests are. I'm not expecting to get like a legendary out of them, but you never know. You could. It's possible. But even then, if I'm not getting a legendary, at the very least, I'm getting items to salvage, which is getting us materials to make us better gear, or rather upgrade the gear. And I think that that is such a cool little system. Because if at the very least, I'm not getting a legendary, right? At the very least, I'm still progressing my character because I'm getting access to more materials to upgrade my stuff to the next rank. And I think that's really smart. That's a cool design for an action RPG. Because in an action RPG such as Diablo, you want to be upgrading your character as much as you possibly can. That's kind of the whole point, is pushing the power of your character and watching that progression happen over a short amount of time, or maybe a long amount of time, depending on like how much you're min-maxing. But if you didn't have that, it would kind of feel like, what's the point? Now, I've played some action RPGs that don't have a whole lot of character progression and feel far more grindy and don't really reward you. And that doesn't mean that the game itself wasn't fun, but it does mean that I had less time enjoying the game because I didn't really feel like my character was growing, or that I was getting... I'm not going to name any names here, by the way, for games, because I don't want to throw any shade. I certainly like a lot of, third-person isometric action RPGs. I've played quite a few of them in my day. I don't even think I could count them. But, if you don't have a character progression system, then what's the point? We just got super laser beamed by the Icon of Souls. Kind of reminds me of the, what was it called? The Reliquary of Souls, World of Warcraft. Good Burning Crusade boss. So, I like the system of having to upgrade your gear and, get extra ranks out of it, get additional stats and stuff, because I just think that is really cool to be able to unleash additional power out of your character simply by taking the gear you already have and putting power into it. In a way, it's kind of like a Paragon leveling system, right? Actually, we may have just... oh, we did. Yeah, we'll go ahead and transfer all that to that one. We got quite a few little upgrades here. We'll equip that. We'll equip this. Well, actually, which belt is which? 4 Fortitude or 11 Vitality? I might go with the Vitality here because I could get the 3 red sockets. So we can socket another damage gem, which is beautiful. I still don't have any blue sockets, I don't think. I do have a yellow one. Let's go potency. And whoops, I didn't want to click on that one. Let's just double check that I don't have a blue one. Yeah, I don't have any blue. All right, that's fine. Yeah, like if you think about it in the most simplistic way, in Diablo 3, you have a Paragon leveling system. You gain XP after hitting max level, and that XP unlocks you know, additional stats, and eventually just turns into a dump stat of main stat, which is fine and dandy. You know, that's one way to continue progression on a character. I wouldn't say it's the best way, but it is. Actually, I wouldn't say it's the most elegant way, but it is definitely one way to do it. You do have Paragon in Diablo Immortal, and I think it's handled quite a bit better than in Diablo 3. But that aside, this rank system on items is kind of similar to the Diablo 3 thing. You level up, you hit max level, you're gaining a bunch of items to increase the rank of the items you're wearing, or you find, you know, slightly more optimized items, and then you're increasing the rank. And I think that's really cool. I think that's a good way to do that. I like it quite a bit. With the way the end game currently works in Diablo Immortal, I wouldn't mind things like a system for what do you call it?
Not yet.
Primal
Not yet.
ancients or ancient items, right? Like a better version of the legendary you already got. But I think we're gonna have to wait and see just how much of a grind the item stuff can be, because there is an XP cap per week, and once you hit that, it really kind of punishes you for trying to play that character too much. So I'm curious to see how that's all gonna pan out. I have plenty of time to get out of this. So I'm just going to come over here while he does his big explosion. You know, Fahir, not the greatest foe. Kind of a pushover. Not a lot going on here, Fahir. Let's dash out. Let's hit with this. Oh man, that damage. I love that damage so much. Exploding palm, that's the best. Bam, get wrecked. Give me that XP.
Dead slaves, the dead will not be dishonored so. Sigidus, defend your god.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about in the last episode. What kind of nightmare fuel is that? A spider with human monkey hands? Come on now. You can't do that to me. That's just like, that's playing with forces you don't understand. You know what I mean? That's not cool. I don't like that one bit. Are these better? Willpower is okay. Oh, I haven't done this yet on this this alpha. So actually, I think it's a good idea to pop over here and give you guys a rundown. So strength increases damage, offense rating, and defense rating. Intelligence increases offense rating and defense rating. It's the same thing as strength, but for, you know, like the wizard. Fortitude increases armor penetration, offense rating, and defense rating. So you get a little bit out of that. Not as much as strength. Like per point, you're getting more offense rating and defense rating. But in fortitude, you're gaining armor penetration. That's quite nice. Offense rating and defense rating. Just much less of the latter two. Vitality increases life, offense rating, and defense rating. And then finally, you have willpower, which increases potency. I'll go to the potency in a second. Resistance, offense rating, and defense rating. Then if we look at potency, compared against enemy resistance to modify the duration of all harmful effects, your potency is 16 higher than your potency is 16 higher than the resistance of monsters your level, increasing durations by 10%. So, and then I'm pretty sure you can come up with what the rest of this is here. Cheat death is pretty explanatory. Chance at avoiding death, magic find, all that stuff. So normal RPG stuff. But I think it's important to look over that in each of our alphas, because one, that stuff can change and probably will change. Two, you're gonna have new people filtering in, and it's good to be like, hey, this is what each of these stats do. It's good to have defensive stats because they do also increase your offensive stuff. But point per point, you're going to be getting more offense stuff, you know, per point of strength than I am per point of fortitude. So it's just one of those, good to know kind of things. It's also important to know if you're min-maxing your character and you're wondering why maybe you're not doing a lot of damage, but you're not dying. It's like, well, you probably need more strength or intelligence. Or, you know, in some cases, maybe it's the exact opposite and you need more armor penetration for more difficult mobs. That's all possible. I'm unsure of how the scaling works in PvP, if there is any. Like, at what point does armor penetration become a hyper good stat in PvP? Don't know. Have not dived into that system long enough to be able to determine that. And I think that, for the most part, that stuff's all going to change too, as tuning is balanced and changed. So I'm not too concerned about finding the perfect min-max in the first closed alpha. Because we had a technical alpha, this is the first closed alpha. Did I get eaten there for a second? These things remind me of the worm enemies from Act 3 in Diablo 3. I'll take those gloves. Oh wait, I don't want to... Oh, there was something. Were they gloves or there's a weapon? Actually, it looked like a weapon. That was a graceful front flip. It could have been worse. All right, let's check this out. Yeah, this is better than that. That's actually a lot better. Because... So we get 10 vitality as opposed to the 5 willpower. We get slow immunity chance increased. But the big thing is the damage on the rank 2 one we have is 126. This is 103. What is this going to go to? 144. That's a huge upgrade. I'll take it. That is, whew, that is nice. I love it. The Scepter of the Master. He's the only shaper of the curse. I hate this thing so much. Oh my goodness, this boss. You gotta kill some legs, you know? I'm gonna hit some legs. Oh, I actually probably should save that, but here, let's come over here. Get everybody stacked up. Hit him with that EP. Oh, I keep attacking the wrong thing. Attack the spiders. No, the auto-targeting is targeting the boss. I wanted to attack the spiders for the exploding palm damage. That's not fun. I do like that our dash allows us to get out of the... Ew, so gross. Out of the thing pretty quick, because I was playing the Crusader and I was having a hard time getting out of that swipe. I don't know what it was. I didn't feel like it was a super low cast time or anything. All right, let's kill more legs. Back left leg. I like the ultimate ability a lot. Just gonna let those bounce around. Focus that one down. Get over here. Oh wait, it's gonna make me... No, that's what I thought. Oof. Okay, see, that one is a little bit faster of a cast. You can see why I couldn't get out of it on the Crusader. Oof. I don't even think... Oh, I hit the wrong one. I thought I changed the controls, but maybe it only changed it on my Crusader. I'm gonna check that after we're done. I'll show you what I mean. Dash out of that. Oh, still got hit by it. That's unfortunate. Can I actually dash through the... Oh, wrong button. I can't hit anything. I can't bounce off that wall. Okay. Let's hit with this. All right, there we go. Now we can face the boss. The cluster flesh. It's not a word I ever want you to say to me. Someone just like randomly came and whispered cluster flesh to creep me the hell out. Let's get rid of all these. Oh my goodness, that exploding palm is so good. How could you not love it? That's all I'm saying. How could you not?
Scepter is the master's. Only he is the shaper of the curse.
Fahir's remains are gone. No matter, I have what I came for.
Remains are gone. No matter. I have what I came here for.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Fahir's not dead. Just being a little, you know, snoopy on that one. right, let's check out our loot because we did pick up a couple more things. Nothing there. We are 31. We did get some things completed. So we completed the tomb. We got a bunch of XP from that. We also got some exploration done by killing him off, which is nice. We needed to do that for sure. And
Fahir's remains are gone.
yeah,
No matter.
you already
I have
said
what
that.
I came here for.
What else wants those scepter
Honor Merchant
pieces?
still wants to talk to me.
Riches to whoever strips them from the outsider's corpse.
Nope. Kill the ones with the exploding palm. My monk can't quite seem to figure that. Oh, you think you can dash? I can dash too. My monk can't quite seem to figure out the whole exploding palm thing. Which one to attack. Once he's dead, I'm going to take a look at the control options that I switched. And make sure that they're still set properly. Alright, let's check it out. So, if we go to the settings and go to controls. See, I guess it is per character. Layout 2, I feel is much better. You can tell on the bottom there, it really lifts up the controls, and it actually makes quite the difference. There's also a bunch of other control things on here, but we're going to leave that. See, now I can actually tap Deadly Reach without accidentally tapping Cyclone Strike. Makes a big difference. Smoke bomb.
I take it that was Vateos.
Yes, the leader of the Sand Scorpions, and our rival for these accursed dunes. Next time he will not escape my blade. I presume you have the headpiece?
How presumptuous of you. Just like, oh, you returned. Why didn't you like, oh, did you return because you failed? You just presume I won. I mean, I understand why, but...
Of course you retrieved it. You know, if you're trying to make me regret doubting you, it's working. After all these years of struggling, we are so close to our goal. Only one piece remains. A jewel called the Light of Fahir. This map will reveal its location to you. Acquire the gem, and bring hope to this land at last.
Ah, the scorpion mark, of course.
Says the light is hidden in darkness. Some place called the Prison of the Scorpion. That bodes well.
Okay, they got their thing going on. I don't think I have to stick around for that. I do like the story with her so far. And I feel like this time around, I trust her a lot more than I did before. But I still kind of feel like, shouldn't my character be questioning a little bit more of like giving the scepter to these people? Like, are you sure we should be giving a scepter to all these random people that we've known for, I don't know, 30 minutes, 40 minutes? Is it assumed to be a little bit longer? Seems kind of strange, but it does make a lot more sense, I think, this time than it did last time. Whether that's because the added voice acting makes a difference or writing was changed, I'm not sure. It just feels a lot nicer. Let's head over here after looting the bone pile, of course, and see what we got.
This is the location on the map, but it is no prison. The entrance must still be concealed.
Oh, I've got this frenzied shrine. I may as well use it. Makes you hit real hard. Gotta love it. Feels good. Oh, I actually just now saw the icon for that in the top left. Underneath my little character, I can barely see the duration.
That must be it.
All right, well then let's go in there. The secret chamber. I like secret chambers. They usually have secret items in them. And if you've been on the channel for any length of time, you know I love my loot. You know, you watch me play things like Cyberpunk or The Witcher 3 or Dragon Age Inquisition. Oh man, I love finding all of the loot. It feels the best. Especially when you find like an item that's hidden, I don't know, like behind a waterfall or like a set of stairs or something, and you're like, ooh, I found something good. It feels really nice to be able to find all the loot. That's a scorpion. I should have guessed from the scorpion thing on the map. It only made sense. Ah! Oh, I could not get out of that fast enough. We'll try harder on the next one.
Not
Do I
yet.
want to
not
pop my...
yet.
You know what? I do. Let's do it. That worked. Actually, the leap back kind of helped a lot more than I was expecting. I think I'm going to use it again. Oh, he's got a thing going on. Is this like Spider Queen? Queen Arene. There we go. Where she like disappears. And yeah, that's exactly what it is. What is with these bugs doing that? Like, defend me, little boys. And all the little bugs come out. Yeah, whatever. You know what? Arene's the Spider Queen. She can have little other bugs defend her. This guy's Score Spine the Marrow Rot. Which is like, I feel like it's generic bad guy name from Dark Fantasy. To be fair, he's kind of a generic bad guy anyway, so does it really matter? No, I don't think so.
A light hidden in the darkness, huh? All that remains is to bring it to Tabri.
Bam, Fahir's light. In fact, you might say that he's doing his job perfectly. He's like the generic boss, so you can do this stuff.
You've returned. And here we just come to assist you.
I
You
bet.
have the jewel already, don't you?
Bam, Scepter of Fahir. Quest reward, The Light of Dawn. Sounds cooler than it probably is, but we'll check it out.
The Scepter of Fahir. I can hardly believe it. You may never truly understand what you have done for us this day, but know that we will be forever grateful to you. You have given me the right to rule this land, and more importantly, provided us with a symbol that can unite our scattered people against Vateos. It is time to rise up and cast off his cruelty once and for all.
The scepter is whole again. This moment will be remembered forever.
Without vision,
Are there enemies here?
Let
What?
a new light dawn upon the Shattered Sea!
Alright, that feels weird. I feel like that needs to change. Or if you're doing this part, there are no enemies respawning. I feel like that's not intentional right now. Just everybody's bowing and I'm like killing frog demons. Literally, that's what they're called. It's not, ooh, there's a corpse over here. Let me inspect that in the middle of all this too. Real fitting.
Funny. When I met you, I told you these sands tend to devour hope. I have never been happier to be proven wrong, my friend. Now it is time for me to fulfill my promise. Peth will provide you with access to the library of Zoltun Kul, just north of Sereth Outpost. Only he knows the ancient spell that parts the sands. Be safe, and know that I may call upon your services again. You have been quite the partner, after all.
Cool.
This way, friend. We'll use the waypoint to reach Sereth quickly.
Okay, we can do that, but I don't want to do that yet. I'll check out this. It is pretty good. In fact, it's technically a better power level than what I already have. So, but it is different. It's got fortitude instead of the willpower. I think I'm gonna go ahead and equip it, and then we can upgrade that one instead. As for the rest of this, it's pretty okay. Oh yeah, he's taking us to the waypoint, so then we can
Our
move
path
forward.
leads by the Sand Scorpion's camp. So, be wary.
Okay, before I push on with this, I am level 31, I'm almost level 32. I'm gonna go get some more XP because we're about to hit that 35 point, and I'm not there yet.